Chat, it is finally time. I've seen the trailers, I've seen the hype, especially since 2.0 dropped just over a month ago, and it is time to finally dive into the Wuthering Waves world. Meowdy everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Saphwyn, the silly Neko VTuber. I am here today to deliver y'all my first impressions and honest opinions of Wuthering Waves. For anyone who doesn't know what Wuthering Waves is, it's a free-to-play open-world RPG gacha game developed by Kuro Games in 2024. You probably heard of it for having a really rough beginning, but don't worry, they've improved it. So before we dive in, I just want to say I will not be comparing this game to other cough gacha games. But I do want to say one thing first. After streaming this game for the first time, I realized some Kuro players and Hoyo players have major beef between them, and I never realized this till now. Surprising, I know. Anyways, let's start. Wuthering Waves opens up by being reawoken by this really pretty lady. I must say, the character designs are pretty peak so far, but I do have one issue and you will be hearing about it later. During this time, I think we're about to have this really cute hand-holding session. But boy, am I wrong, because she takes my hand just to push me away and then cut off all ties to me. But hey, at least the cinematics are beautiful, am I right? So after we are pushed away, we continue on a little light trip where we awake in the water, because you know, Wuthering Waves, ahaha. But wait, in this water, we are upside down, looking at the city. What does this mean? I don't know what this means, but hey, at least it looks cool. And then we are awoken again, in one of the most seductive poses you could have imagined. I mean, booba right to your eye? I'm not complaining, but hey, another pretty lady. Oh wait, and another pretty lady as well, but this one's a red-headed tom girl. And no chat, I do not think I look like a cat rover, or do I? So after meeting two of our main characters, or main squad mates I guess, we start on our adventure, and we do a quick tutorial here. I did not include the tutorial to save you from the boringness of it, but wait, as soon as we are done the tutorial, we meet this dragon sentinel thing that talks to us and us only. Does this mean we are extra special? Are we, as the main character, important? We continue our exploration and we leave the gorgeous spirits where our two friends found Rover, aka us the main character, just to be on the cliffside and finding out that the Etheric Sea is closing in on us, I think. And I'm pretty sure anytime the sea closes in, it produces a new Tastic mark or has a chance to produce one or something like that. So we go down to this new Tastic mark and holy moly, there we are, meeting another new female character. Okay, really? I don't want to be this person, but where is the male main character? Do we even have males in this game, besides the male rover? Anyways, this new character has this Pokemon creature that does a full checkup on me to make sure I am okay. But wait, what is happening? We tried to leave the Tacit field, but all hell breaks loose, and instead we are met face to face with this monster dude, or Tacit Discord. Now in order for us to leave, we have to defeat this Discord, but this is also used as an introduction to the more hardcore fighting style of Wuthering Waves. During this time, it teaches the player about blocks, parries, and how each character has their own special abilities, as well as assists and all that fun stuff that gacha games include. I will say, it was at this moment I fell in love with the combat style of Wuthering Waves. I was really enjoying how different and fresh it is when compared to other games. I also love all the effects that are used in the fighting stances. Like any good game, the boss always goes into a second phase. I must say, the transition from the first phase to the second phase and the little cutscene that they used was freaking fantastic, and I am obsessed with it. Once we defeat this boss, he leaves behind this transparent looking yellow statue thing. This we learned are called echoes and that we can absorb them from certain monsters. Since we are the main character, this is unheard of, and the whole gang was surprised to see that I was capable of absorbing this echo. Miss Smarty Pants over here starts explaining to us how this isn't new and there were people once before us that could do this. We then go on an adventure around the land some more doing experiments until we get a signal on our gourds. Again, and Noelle from Black Clover calls us? Just kidding. That is not who calls us, but they do look similar in my opinion. This lady is the leader of the city and thinks we are confused about what is happening, so requests that we come visit them in the city so we can learn more. And sure enough, we do as told, so upon approaching the city, it is decided that we are going to split as a group and all go do our own thing, and I, as a rover, am going to go to the city hall to talk to this lady and find out what she really wants from me. And holy balls, is that a yandere woman in the tree? Who is she and why is she here? They just do this quick little cinematic snippet of her sitting in the tree with no explanation. This is also like the 7th female character we have met so far. Where are the male main characters? I am sorry, I don't want to be this person, but where are they? Did I mention yet the never-ending dialogue in this game? That is my main issue right now. There's dialogue after dialogue after dialogue, and I don't know if it is to do with the translation or what, but in my opinion, it is pretty lackluster up to this point. I am also not the biggest story nerd in video games, but I do enjoy the story until I am hit with paragraph upon paragraph of text within a small period of time. because this makes me lose interest in what is happening. But benefit of the doubt, let's go to the city hall and meet this lady. And now we get to sit down for tea time, because I mean, who doesn't love tea time when we're waiting for someone to come talk to us? And here she is. But wait, who is this new lady on my screen? We haven't met her before. I must say one thing before I decipher what happens here. I love this character design. And I love the way that they did her eyes and they made her eyes glow. I think that's freaking cool. Basically in this cutscene, she tells us that she already knew that we were a rover because she sees everyone in a frequency, but she saw us as a person. Or, I mean, something like that. I don't know if I got that right, but I think I did. After her telling this, we go outside the entrance to meet up with our squad again, because of course they're right there. Why wouldn't they be there? And they take us to the academy so we can learn even more about what's happening. Now, this is my favorite part of this game. This is where the game peaks. I learned out that I'm basically Spider-Man and I can grapple from little orbs in the freaking air. I am in love. I love this movement. I love when any game has this movement. I am now hooked into this game again. Frig all that dialogue. I am back. Just kidding. We are now thrown back into an info dump session. But holy shit, is that a male character? No way. During this time, we talked to him about absorbing the Tacit Discord, and we learned that there are different classes of Tacit Discords. As well as we never actually absorbed the Discord into our terminal, but our actual body. But no one knows how we did that, so cool. And we are back in a test. Yippee! In this simulation, we are met face to face with another Tacit Discord that tells us to leave. Mother? Does this mean the rover is mommy? Oh my gosh, mommy, please save me. After the simulation, they continue trying to figure out what is happening, and we are now trying to decipher all the tokens that were just given to us. I don't know, I hate to be that person, but this part was a lot of dialogue, almost way too much dialogue, and the story was a little linear and weird for me, and maybe should have been short formed or something, but hey, at least we have a sugar pearl vaccine, am I right? We are now at the official end of chapter 1, and boy oh boy, the story is not the greatest, and I feel like they are forcing lore expositions way too much to add weight to the backstory in an attempt to build it. But they aren't really linking it to the present day in my opinion. I think my biggest issue throughout this whole story so far, anytime they attempt a lore or a backstory, they're leading it always back to the rover being a legendary anomaly among everyone, when we already knew this. I think if they went a different approach anywhere, it would be different, but almost every single time we had a dialogue, it ended with the rover being the superior figure among the people. Just kidding, I don't care about the lore anymore, because I have the gacha aspect unlocked, which is the best part of the game. And on that note, I don't care about the lore anymore, because we have the best part of any gacha game finally unlocked. The actual gacha part. From my understanding, Wuthering Waves has a higher pity rating than most gacha games on the market, as well as a really good system for free-to-play characters to obtain banners and in-game currencies. I'm just going off of what I learned during my research for the game, so if I am wrong, correct me, but that's what Reddit and Twitter and all those social media sites told me about Wuthering Waves. So after scrolling through the convene, I fell in love with a lot of these character designs, and I think they absolutely cooked with their gacha system. I even pulled an encore during my pulls on stream. But as you can see, I haven't used my guaranteed 5-star yet, so if you have a suggestion on which 5-star I should choose for my guaranteed 5-star, please comment down below and tell me who I should choose and why. But it didn't end there. I ended up playing a little bit more after completing chapter 1, and chat, we finally did it. There are main male characters, holy shit, they really do exist. Even if this one is a little crazy, I must say, this introduction went super hard and the English voice actor nailed Scarred. I would even go as far to say that this character made up for the previous 2 hours of gameplay I just went through. Except his story fell somewhat short in my opinion. I think a lot of the storytelling in this game has such a roundabout way of getting to the main point, and I am hoping that all this talk would have shown up to relate to my current plays or something. But yeah, it didn't really. I do think Scar's performance showcases what is to come in the game though, so I am excited and I'm looking forward to what's past all this. So after letting Scar go on about his stories and ramble, we get to engage in a fight with him in this altered dimension universe type thing, and upon defeating him, we enter back into a dialogue where one of his fellow allies shows up, which is slightly unfortunate because I think it does take away from Scar's spotlight in this moment, but it's also nice because you get to meet another ally and it shows that there's another faction or whatever, and it can set up the story for more. Overall, I would say I had a very pleasant time on Wuthering Waves. The story is a really big killer, and I feel bad for any new players who gave up on it early and never pushed through, because it seems like there will be clearer water on the other side now. I still will be playing this game past the point I got in this video, and if you would like to join me, I stream my gameplay on Twitch. My username is Saphwyn, same as YouTube, or the link is down below in the bio. I think my biggest joy of the game is the combat system, and I can't wait to see how it plays out on bigger, stronger boss fights. I think the game will start to challenge your builds and playstyle in a very fun way, not taking anything away from the environment and the atmosphere, which they also did a fantastic job on. I would say the future is promising for Wuthering Waves, and I am looking forward to playing it more. Thank you so much for watching this video. As always, if you enjoyed, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. If you would like to support my content further, I have a Patreon where you can get early access, updates, exclusive content, and more. I'll be forever grateful if you go that route. Anyways, I'll catch you on the flip side. Goodbye, goodbye.